Welcome to the Hyperspace Vault. Dave and Alex here, back with another unboxing and review, and we're going to be doing Maz Kanata. And as you can see here, she is a very small figure, and she comes with 4 accessories, I think. Maybe it's just 3. She comes with a chest box, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber, and a DH-17 blaster pistol. And the fourth accessory is her vest. I don't know if it's removable. It could be removable. So I don't know, we're just going to have to wait until we open up the box. And now I'm going to read the back. Maz Kanata. The destruction of her castle has forced Maz to become more mobile and take a more hands-on and blaster-firing role in the turbulent criminal underworld. She offers help in the struggle against the First Order, pointing the resistance toward a mysterious new ally.
All right, now it's time to open her and get a closer look at her.
So
This one actually has 2 pieces of tape on it. I don't think I've seen that before. Now, we picked this up at Walmart, in case you didn't know or you haven't seen any of our other videos. Walmart has all their Black Series figures on sale for just $5. They're trying to clear out, I guess, all their current inventory. And they're pretty picked over at this point. You're probably only going to see Cassian and Jyn from Rogue One, and probably some of the leftover Force Awakens figures. But you might come across some of the more rare figures, or the ones that came out earlier this year or last year. Did see a few Kylo Rens and Darth Vaders out there still floating around, but most stores you go to are just picked over, and you're only going to see very basic figures, the ones that you always see at every store. So, all right, let's pull her on out.
And you can see by the box, by the packaging, by the packaging texts, the words on the back indicates that this version of Maz is based on her appearance in The Last Jedi. Because it says the destruction of her castle in the first part of the text. So that means, yes, this is her appearance from Last Jedi, even though she was barely even in Last Jedi. So now we're gonna pose her up, and then we're gonna take her. Then we're gonna take you with some close-ups with her, and then we'll just have her with all of her accessories laying beside her. You see here, look at that. So anyone that's in the Hasbro group, note this. You did a really good job on this figure by looking at it. I mean, look at the hat, and the goggles, and the boots, and the pants, and the belt, and everything. I mean, Hasbro did a great job on this. I mean, I don't know what we would do without Maz in the Black Series or series of figures. Put down her goggles also, which is pretty cool. Thanks for that, Hasbro.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that those were adjustable, but that really kind of puts her in character. You can kind of see the look from the movie.
Oh, and Hasbro, I needed to tell you something. speaking of goggles, it would be really cool with Hera Syndulla if you made her goggles go down. That would be cool, like if she was in, like you could pretend she was in a ship or something. It would be super cool. And her chest has a lot of stuff in it. It looks weird. I'll show you that later. And you can lock her chest, which is pretty easy and fun. Thanks for that, Hasbro. And her, in there, there's metal pieces, there's, bags and stuff.
Yeah, the sculpt of this is actually really cool. It actually looks like it's made of wood. You see the wood grain there, and the metal brackets that are, and hinges that are holding it together. Actually, really cool looking chest. The paint effect on it, they got some darker paints in the grooves and stuff. Really brings the realism of this chest together.
And Hasbro, thank you for coming with the chest and Luke's lightsaber. That was really cool there, how you did that, so that you could play out the scene from The Force Awakens, or maybe you could just set up a display of that scene.
Here's Luke Skywalker's lightsaber hilt that becomes Rey's.
Really detailed. Now let's take a look at Maz here. See, this might be possible, but I don't think so. Nope. She doesn't have a hook on her belt to hook up Luke or Rey's lightsaber. But her feet, as you can see here, her feet are really small, so it might be hard to stand her up.
She also comes with a nice DH-17 blaster, so we'll see.
Blaster pistol.
It fits in her hand really nice. Articulation is really nice on this figure, even though she's really small. You can adjust her legs. She only has a single knee joint though, like the normal size figures have that double knee joint. Where her legs are so small, she only has a single knee joint. So articulation is very well. She stands up well on her own, and the sculpt is really nice on this figure. It is very the likeness of Maz. They really captured that in this figure, and it's really nice package altogether. The vest really stands out, the belt, and her clothing and the jewelry she has on these bracelets really stand out. It's really cool. Overall, I think they did a really excellent job on this figure. Normally we probably wouldn't have bought this figure at or at a regular price, since it's so small. And then they tried to include some extra accessories with this figure, I guess, to make up for it. But for $5, you can't go wrong. So if you see Maz out there, go on and pick her up. It's a really cool figure. This is actually probably our first. No, we have Rey, so this would be our second figure from The Last Jedi. Normally we've been just concentrating on original trilogy figures, because that's kind of our favorite era to collect from, characters from the original trilogy. So this is our second figure from the new trilogy, Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
And we really want to get that big pack of the First Order Stormtrooper. You can make it into a heavy trooper and stuff. And then you can make it into other stuff. It's really cool. And this looks super cool. Hasbro, if you haven't made any of these, then if you haven't made a Maz, then I bet we would all be like, I hope they make a Maz. And you did, so that's good. And thank you for this. This looks really cool. It would be cool if it was like cloth. Her clothing was cloth. But I'm sure if her clothing was cloth, it wouldn't look as much as Maz, if you know what I'm talking about, if you know what I mean. So now we're going to do a little posing with her and do some stuff. And, well...
All right, well, let's take different looks at her. The gun looks really huge in her hand, though, but it's pretty cool. Now there is like a little. Well, I thought that was like a little hook back there, but yeah, I don't think you can't hook the lightsaber on that. So I thought maybe there was like a little hook back there where you can hook the lightsaber, but it doesn't appear so. But that wraps up this video on Maz, and this is a cool little figure. They did a really cool job on this one. Make sure you subscribe and like our videos and leave any comments. Any recent Black Series figures you might have seen out there floating around. If you've seen any new ones, we've been trying to keep our eyes open for Captain Rex, but we haven't seen him yet. At least in our area, he hasn't showed up at any stores yet, so we've been watching for him and some of the other new figures that were announced. So just let us know what you find, what you see out there, and we'll be back with another video soon. We got a few more reviews we need to get done, and we have a video we're making on the Hasbro recent announcements of new Black Series figures. We just haven't got that edited together yet, but we'll be back soon with another video.
And I have something to say with everyone. Thank you for all of your support, and just thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. May the Force be with you. Always.
Always. Bye.
Bye.